Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I don't know why that sounded so. I have the camera on the tripod and I keep hitting it, the feet on everything. It's funny. So, oh God, now stick. Okay, it's not going well so far at this moment. So, but my whole point. Excuse me. Oh, and we ain't got a battery. Alright, let me go change the battery. Now that we're all set, let's get to the video. We're going out of town for a week to go to Disneyland or World, whichever one's in Florida. So we're going. But we got a homestead. So how do we take care of our homestead whilst we are gone? Well, the first way is we'll make sure that we're loaded up on the feed that we need. But we also plan accordingly because we don't want to get, we usually, most of the time, we know pretty much what our vacations are going to be for the year. Okay, being Disney, we had to save for it. So we saved, well, I say we, Chastity worked her butt off and saved for us to be able to go. But in doing so, we knew to plan for the things that we might have on our homestead. So we, of course, want more meat chickens. And we want more pigs. Well, I didn't get meat birds or pigs because we're going on this vacation. Also, I know that I want to breed our goats. So I didn't go pick up a billy that my current boss has that I could use because I knew we were going to be gone for a week. So with that being said, it also goes into the fact that, like, I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself, nor did I want to put too much pressure on someone who might be watching our homestead. And that brings me into my next point. Who's going to watch our current animals while we're gone? Well, we kind of have three choices. I could ask a friend to. Hey Jeremy, could you watch my homestead while I'm away for a week?
Yeah, I got you.
Cool deal. I could search my local homestead groups and Facebook and find a farm sitter, which actually we have a friend who is a farm sitter. So I could ask her. Or one of the good things about where I live, I ask my parents to do it. Now, would you mind watching my homestead while we're gone for a week?
Sure.
So I know I have a little bit of, it's a little bit easier to ask my parents to watch our property because we live next door. Now, I guess there is one, and you can ask a neighbor. And that's basically what I was saying when I said, ask your parents. Or I ask my parents. Was if you have a neighbor that you trust, ask them. But with all three of these, the most important thing to do is the fact that you're going to have to set up a time, get someone over here, and walk them through your routine. Now, I already did this with my dad. Of course, this was a little setup. But my parents are going to be watching our homestead while we're gone. He has already come down here. I showed him exactly where the food is, how much to feed, and when. And I feed all my animals in the afternoon, at night, before we go to bed. It helps me put them up, and everybody is kind of chill and ready for bed anyway. So I showed them exactly what the boys eat. Our little love shack over here, and how to water the garden. Now, of course, it's a little bit simpler garden. It's not too bad. It's not too hard to water our garden because we just have brassicas. So, and lately, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little overcast. We've been getting some pretty good moisture. We actually got some storms coming in, and I think it's supposed to be pretty wet next week while we're gone. But the main point I'm trying to make is the fact that you can find someone that you trust to watch your property while you leave and take a vacation. Take a break. Because you're allowed to take a break. Now, yes, it can be a little difficult because some places, or sometimes, it's hard to find those people that you trust. Forgot to put the container up. So thus is the importance of community. I talk that all the time. Build a community around you of people that can support you and help you and be there for you, and you be willing to do the same thing. I have watched Jeremy's property. Jeremy has watched my property. This is a different time. That time that he watched my property, our parents were on vacation with us. Well, now my parents aren't going on vacation with us. They're gonna be next door. It's closer. I don't have to burden him or spend the money on a farm sitter. Now, yes, sometimes it costs a little bit to get someone to watch a property, but it's well worth it to make sure that your animals are safe, well fed, and taken care of. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this evening. I know we're gonna have a great time in Disney. Pray for me because I gotta drive, and I like to get stressed out pretty easy. But I'll fill y'all in on it when we get back. So catch y'all on the next one.